Oologah Mustangs and your hometown team, the Miami Wardog. This evening's starting lineups for the visitors. Batting first, playing second, number 8, Uriah Hicks. Batting second, playing left field, number 4, Jeff Roswell. Batting third, playing third, number 5, Landon Roach. Batting fourth, catching, number 15, Asher Strader. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 10, Maddox DeFurgus. Batting sixth, pitching, number 16, Wade Peters. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 7, Carson Robertson. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 13, Nader Osborne. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 11, Hunter Moore. Playing shortstop, number 1, Caden Fisher. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Miami Wardogs. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 5, Grant Blundell. Batting second, catching, number 1, Chase McCormick. Batting third, pitching, number 4, Sam Willard. Batting fourth, playing first, number 30, Tanner Searcy. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 15, Rhett Howe. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 8, Jackson Small. And batting seventh, playing third base, number 2, Cameron Hurd. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 14, Maddox Mercer. And batting ninth, playing second, number 3, Trevor Henry. At this time, we ask that everyone please stand and remove cover for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so plainly we heard at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of the 2025 Wardog baseball season being live streamed from Joe Pollack Field, which is the home to Wardog baseball from Miami, Oklahoma. Tonight the Wardogs host the Oologah Mustangs. Also, today we will be recognizing our 2025 seniors. This will take place after our game today. Those seniors we will be honoring include Sam Lillard, Grant Blundell, Chase McCormick, Jackson Small, Jaden Airy, and Tanner Searcy. My name is Brian Mitchell, and I'll be bringing you all the action this season for a limited portion of the scheduled home games this season. Of course, barring any weather issues. I'm excited to be bringing you the scheduled portion of the 2025 season of Miami Wardog baseball. Thanks to the Miami Public Schools Administration Athletic Director Rusty Mercer for allowing me to do this. We are excited to be live on Wardog TV, which is the official home of all live Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcast and video content to Wardogs around the world. Today's broadcast is brought to you by MHS student and teacher production team composed of Kiara Richards and sponsor Ronnie Harner. A special thank you to Ronnie Harner for his help and knowledge of putting on this production. Thanks again to all of you. And here we go with the first pitch from Sam Lillard. It's going to be fouled straight back. And the spin's going to bring it back. Oh, wasn't able to make the play. Leading off for the Oologah Mustangs, Uriah Hooks. And he swung at the first pitch right there, fouled it off, and went straight back. At first, when he got hit, I didn't think we was going to have a play on it. I thought he was going to go foul directly behind us, but it came back in. Ball one, 1-1 count. Fly ball to center field. And it's caught for out number one. Center fielder Maddox Mercer made the catch. Now batting second is number 4, Jet Griswold. He's a left fielder. Ball. Nice pitch right there. Had a nice little late breaking curveball right there for strike one. Beautiful day for baseball today. Field looks great. Some people might say it's a little chilly. Not me. I kind of like it about this temperature right here. But this is what you usually get in springtime. Fair ball down the line. Looked like he was really late on that pitch and just kind of stuck a bat out there, and it stayed fair right over the top of the base for a single. That puts the Jet Griswold on first base. That brings up the 3-hole Landon Roach, number 5, third baseman. Coach Mercer thought that was probably was foul. From my angle, it didn't look like it was close either way, but I couldn't tell from my angle. Foul ball off to the right side. Umpire has the best view of that, standing where he's at. Ground ball, shortstop. Should be double play right there, and got it. Nice play by the Wardogs right there. 6-4-3 double play at the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A little bit of a preview. The Wardogs, or the Oologah Mustangs, coming to town with a 15-9 record, 9-1 in district. I believe they're the leaders of our district, Class 4A district. The Wardogs are 6-13 on the season and 3-8 in our district. This will be considered a district game tonight, so those standings will change. Other district members: Grove, Locust Grove, Veneta, Wagner. And I don't have the district standings on me now. I'll try to get hold of those so I kind of let everyone know what they are. But a little bit of a preview of the Wardogs. As I said, Sam Lillard's a starting pitcher tonight. Sam's coming off a football injury, and he's starting to get some starting pitching experience. Early on, he was doing a lot of relief, playing shortstop. He is a senior. He was in the top 3 last year, batted 3-hole, led the team in RBIs. Great leadership by example. Also, another senior is Chase McCormick. He's leading the team in batting average at .323, 4-year starter at catcher. Battling some tendonitis in his elbow right now. He's a tough blocker and presence and a team leader. Coach Mercer also goes on to say Grant Blundell's lead off, more of an RBI, free swinger RBI guy, and plays solid defense at third. Last week he beat district leader Inola. And here we go, starting the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off be Grant Blundell, number 5. Ball high. Looks like Oologah pitcher's throwing it pretty good right there. Don't have a gun or have access to it or whatever. He looks like he's throwing it pretty good. Nice job. Hits through the hole, the 5-6 hole over there for a single on the second pitch. That puts Grant on first base. And Chase McCormick, who's the leading batting average thus far. Still have a few games to go here before this season's up, but this week may be kind of tough to get games in, and with the forecast you're hearing every day that we're going to get quite a bit of rain here coming up in the next week or so. He's going to try to bunt him across, and it's going to go foul. Just fundamental baseball right there. Try to bunt and get him in scoring position for your 3- and 4-hole hitters. Nice job trying to get that push bunt, go down the first base line right there. See, it'd be interesting to see what Coach Mercer is going to do here, if he's going to do it again or let Chase hit. Got a timeout. Oh, the pickoff play, he tripped and kind of almost threw that away. But I believe I think Chase had gotten a timeout called before that happened. Excuse me. He's bunting across. Nice bunt right there. Great sacrifice bunt. They were able to make the play. Great job by Chase McCormick right there. Moved the runner. So that puts a runner in scoring position with 3- and 4-hole. Sam Lillard's 3-hole. Number 4 doing the pitching today.
Sam Lillard.
Hopefully we get some timely hitting right here and get the lead early on here. Ball's up. Ball 1. down. 2-0 count. Nice job by Sam there to be choosy right here. Especially now he's in a hitter's count. .3-0 count. See if Coach Mercer here lets him hit, gives him the green light here on a 3-0 count. Or I know a lot of coaches will make this automatic right here on a 3-0. Make him take a pitch here. We'll see. Called strike, 3-1. He acted like he was going to swing away right there. I'm not sure if he was or not, but regardless, he's called strike. 3-1 count now. Foul ball straight back. That makes the count full, 3-2. And here, the money pitch right here. See him base hit ball 4 here. Hopefully. Ball hit pretty well to right center. We're going to see if we're going to have a tag up right here. Going second to third by Chase, and he's able to get there. Nice job right there. Sack fly by Sam. And advances the runner to third, so we got 2 down. Runner at third base. 4 hold. Tanner Searcy coming to the plate. And I believe it probably in this situation, I'd say probably coach is going to ask to see if they tagged up in time on the touch. So he's probably asking that question. Enough of a doubt. He's going to ask the home plate umpire. While we're waiting there, I'm going to go ahead and run down the Miami Wardog. Oh, I guess they're going to stay with it. That was quick. And the umpires for tonight's game behind the plates, Bo Sarwinski. And in the field, be Ken Cook. Foul ball. Strike 1. Need a big hit right here. And here we go, pitch number 2. Down and got by him. We're going to have a play at the plate here. And we score. Nice break by the Wardogs right there. And scored courtesy of a wild pitch. Evens up the count at 1-1. Nice break. We caught a good break right there. Foul ball, but catcher caught it, so that's strike number 2. So 1-2 count here. For Miami's 4-hole hitter, Tanner Searcy. And he fouls the third next pitch off. Nice job of fighting that off. That was one of those, it was questionable whether it was going to be a strike or a ball, and it's always best to be swinging. Oh, in the dirt, he swung at it, but there's going to be a play at the first base, and we got him. Or they got us, E2. E2 with the throw for the third out. But the Wardogs were able to put a run on the board with a single and 2 sacrifices and a wild pitch, which puts them up 1-0 after 1 full inning. Coming up for the Mustangs, number 15, Asher Streeter. Number 10, Maddox DeVilbus. I apologize if I messed that name up. And in the hole's Wade Peters. And a few more remarks from Coach Mercer about the team so far. Wardogs have really played a lot of close games here, even against the really good teams. They've played really close, just struggling 4 through 9 in the lineup with their offense. Defense has been pretty good for the most part all year long. They've only won 6 games, as I said, 6-13 and 3-8 in district. But like I said, they were been very competitive with some really good teams. And you know, there's still some times to make sure in your peak right before postseason. Postseason begins. It doesn't matter what your record is. If you remember right, last year, Wardogs were able to kind of get on a run there in postseason and had an upset and played really, really well. Best baseball of the season at the right time. Well, here we go. Top half of the second inning. Strike one. Caught the outside corner there by Sam Lillard. As I said, Sam, I believe this is his second start of the season. Early on, he was doing a lot of relief coming in late in the games because he had some issues with his throwing arm from old football injury. Called that a ball, so 1-1. Pitch number 3 on its way, and a little up, tried to throw a slider. Got away from him a little bit. Makes the count 2-1. Ball in, 3-1. Oologah coming into town tonight, being one of the top teams in our district. This will be line drive, hit hard right to the left fielder for out number 1. That brings up number 10, Maddox DeVilbus. He's the center fielder tonight. Catch was made by Red Howe in left field. Like I said, it was a line hit pretty well, but right to him. Sam starts off Maddox with the ball. I think he missed away right there. Half swing. Sam's able to get a hold of it right there and make the play. Excellent play there by Sam Lillard for out number 2. Kind of a half swing by the hitter. Got enough of it that Sam was able to make that play and throw him out at first base. So we got 2 outs here. Top half of the second inning with Wardogs up 1-0. That brings to the plate Wade Peters. He's pitching tonight. First pitch, pops it up on the infield. Looks like we're going to have Tanner Searcy's going to make the play. Nice quick inning by the Wardogs there. I believe he only threw 5-6 pitches is all. That's going to be good for his pitch count for sure. Just a little bit of rundown of upcoming events for this week at Miami Public Schools. Obviously, Wednesday there's nothing. Okay, Thursday we got high school baseball at Dewey. Obviously, this is all weather permitting with the forecast. Not sure how the Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to come off, but we'll see. But on Thursday, we got high school baseball at Dewey at 5. Also, high school soccer at Summit Christian at 5. And we have the boys and golf team are going to be at the Veneta Invitational. And we got high school and junior high track at Catoosa. That's Thursday. Friday, we are out of school for a Good Friday, and so there's no athletic events going on that day. And then, obviously, the Easter weekend. And we'll start back at it next Monday. Here in this bottom half of the second inning, We got Jackson Smalls will lead us off. Cam Hurd on deck and Maddox Mercer in the hole. As I said, the 4 through 9 here has struggled a little bit offensively, and he's really trying to put some more speedy guys down at the bottom of the lineup and try to play some small game here and try to get some runners on for the top of the lineup. Pitch number 1 was a ball. And evens the count at 1-1. Ball 2. Yeah, the pitcher for Oologah is a good overhand pitcher. Pretty good sized kid right here. He's throwing it pretty good. Outside corner for a strike. 2-2 on Jackson Small. Ball up. That'll make it full. Got to be ready to swing the bat right here. Ball up. Ball 4. Puts the lead off run. It's the second inning in a row for the Wardogs putting the lead off on. See what Coach Mercer wants to do here. Last inning, he bunted him over. Sacrificed him to second base. See if he'll do the same thing here with Cam Hurd. Apologize, but I've made a mistake here. This is Jackson Smalls. Leadoff was Red Howe. He's on first base with a walk. Called strike, and they tried to pick him off at first. Not in time. So Jackson's trying to get something going right here and try to get that runner to second base in any way possible here. He squared away last pitch. Let's see if he'll do the same thing here. Pick off play right there. Rhett's back in safely. Got an 0-2 count right here. Chances are he may not have him bunt here on an 0-2 count. That's a 1-2 count. Still, same difference with 2 strikes here. Not sure he's going to try to take the chance to get this bunt down right here, because if he don't, it goes foul. That's an out. Maybe a ground ball right here. Try to get him moved. Another ball. Evens the count back up 2-2. Ball gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. That's going to advance Red Howe to second base. And that makes the count full on Jackson Small here. In swinging mode right here with 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Pitcher's got to be trying to get it across the plate right here. Nice job there by Jackson to fight that one off. That was a questionable one again. It might have been a ball strike. You never know. Whatever the case may be, you need to be swinging it. Another foul ball off the handle on that one. Kind of got in on him. And here's the payoff pitch. Fouls it off again. Nice job by Jackson here. If nothing else, just increasing that pitch count. Keep battling and fighting up there. Stay alive. Ground ball to the right side. Find a place here. We got ball 4. Pair of walks right here so far. So we got runners at first and second, no outs. Looks like Oologah is going to call timeout here and go out and talk about it a little bit. Already down 1-0. Got 2 runners on, nobody out. Cam Hurd's going to step to the plate right here. We'll see if Coach Mercer decides to try to bunt them both over. See if we can get Maddox Mercer, get a timely hit right here and find a hold where we can score a couple of runs. We got to get him in scoring position. That's where we got him. Well, one of them. We got to try to get the other one in there too. So we'll see if he's going to bunt him or not. Still quite a bit of the season left for the Wardogs. Looking at the schedule right here, looks like we got 7 more games. The next live streaming view will be Tuesday, April the 29th versus Quapaw here in Miami, Joe Pollack Field. And here we're set to come back right here. Let's see what he has Cam Hurd do right here. And he's swinging away. Strike 1. Nice cut right there by Cam. Got a little bit underneath it. Ball was elevated somewhat. See what he does pitch to. He's got him square and he's laid down a nice bunt right there. And there's no play. That busted bunt coverage right there by Oologah. So that's going to be in. I don't know if they're going to call that. I'm going to give him a single right there because it was going to be tough because he can run pretty well. So we got bases loaded, nobody out on a bunt right there, putting pressure on the defense, and they had a bunt coverage slip up right there. So now we've got bases loaded, nobody out. And we got a fly ball to right field. We're going to probably have a tag up right here. Looks like it's deep enough. We're going to tag up and score from third and from second base for a sax fly by Maddox Mercer and an RBI. And that will score Red Howe from third. And Jackson Smalls will go to third on the throw. Well, it's a sacrifice. So we got runners at the corners here with 1 out. We got Trevor Henry hitting number 3, second baseman tonight. See if we have a play going on here. He's going to have him bunt, and it's foul ball. And once again, Trevor here, he can run pretty well too. See what Coach Mercer's got going on right here. If he's going to try to bunt him again. Oologah's kind of inching in that third baseman right here to see what's going on. Oh. Got the old fake to third, throw back to first. They're really trying to pay attention to that runner at first base because they don't want him going. And on a steal stop, get him out there between first and second. They got to make a play. Out there goes. Long time ago when Coach Crosby was still here and Coach Mercer was a senior second baseman, that play we used to call was Chief, where you fake the throw there. We got a bunt, got to have a play at the plate. Didn't make it there. Never got to the plate. Catcher did a nice job of blocking him off. So the bunt, we did advance the runner from first to second. Runner at home got cut off. A 1-3 pitcher to the catcher for out number 2. But now we got runners at first and second. And got our lead off, Grant Blundell, with strike one. Still got a chance here to score. We still got off the handle. The pitcher kind of slipped like he was going to build, and he recovered nicely to make the play. So Grant goes down and ground ball to the pitcher for out number 3. But we were able to get a run in that inning, so that makes the score 2-0 in favor of the Wardogs. A couple of walks and a single and a sac fly. We're able to get a run generated to where now we're up 2-0 going into the the top half of the third inning for the Oologah Mustangs. We've got bottom of their lineup coming up. Number 7, Carson Robertson, will lead it off. Number 14, Nader Osborne, is the DH today. And number 11, Hunter Moore, is in the hole. He's the right fielder today. Those will be the first 3 today, or this inning, top half of the third inning. Sam's done a nice job right tonight. He throws it pretty well, speed-wise, but looks like he's got a little bit of a slider. He's able to keep that down. Both pitchers, when they miss, they've been missing up. But it hasn't hurt them yet. As I said, I think I'm right, but I think this is the second starting outing for Sam this season, due to his injury to his arm early on in the season. Remaining Wardog schedule. As I said, Thursday we go to Dewey. To Dewey on Thursday, weather permitting, of course. Next Monday, we're at Wagner. Then the Tuesday, we play Wagner here in Miami. So on Monday, we go to Wagner. On Tuesday, we come here. Those will be both district games. Then on that same week, Friday, we're going to Rejoice Christian in Owasso. Okay, starting off, Carson Robertson. First pitch, ground ball to Grant, and Grant makes the play. One pitch out. That brings up Nader Osborne, number 14. He's the DH today. He's hitting for the pitcher. Nope, he's hitting for the shortstop, Caden Fisher. Pitch 1, strike. Swing and a miss. Ball did a nice job there moving off the edge of the plate. Ball away. Evens up the count at 1-1. Got a pop up here in the infield. Looks like it's going to have the shortstop's going to take control of it. Grant Blundell to make the play. It didn't look like it was a lot of communication going on out there. They was kind of wary of whether the center fielder was going to call him off or not on that, but bottom line is he got the ball caught, so it's out number 2. And number 9 hole here coming up. Ball 1. This is Hunter Moore. It's the right fielder today. Fly ball into right center field, kind of shallow. And Maddox Mercer makes the play. Another good quick inning by the Wardogs. Okay, that'll bring the Wardogs up. To hit this inning, we will start off with Chase McCormick. On deck, Sam Lillard and Tanner Searcy in the hole. Hopefully we can add to the lead, the 2-0 lead that we have right now. As I said earlier, Oologah is one of the top teams in our district with a 9-1 record. I'm not sure who that one loss was to, but I know Inola one of the top ones too. We were able to get a win from them last week. From Inola, I'm not sure what the outcome has been when Oologah's played Inola. May have split the doubleheader. Well, not a doubleheader, but split the two home and homes. Hopefully Wardogs can get something generated right here at the top of the lineup. That's where the bulk of their scoring's been this year. But anytime you can get the bottom of that lineup to score a few runs, regardless of how they do it, it's always a big plus. Chase McCormick right now he's the leading batting average, leading the team in batting average at 323. And then after that, Sam Lillard, and he's at 318. And here we go. This is the bottom of the third inning. Strike one on Chase. Caught the outside corner. About knee high. Good pitcher's pitch. That ball went a little too far out, so evens up the count at 1-1. I don't know what camera view you got, but man, the field looks really, really nice. Oh, it looks like you're looking at it from center field and you can't really tell, but the field looks really, really nice from up here, from behind home plate. 2-2. There you go. You can see it now. Got a 2-2 count here on Chase. Ground ball to second base, and he's able to make the play for out number one. That brings up Sam Lillard. He had a sac fly last inning, or the last at bat, to drive in a run in the first inning. Put the Wardogs up early. Ground ball, 5-6 hole. Oh, and the third baseman's not able to make the play on it. I believe that's going to be an E5 right there. So that gets Sam on first base right here. Tanner Searcy, 4-hole. He's hitting here. We've got to try to get him advanced here. Tanner struck out, and it was a dirt ball. Oh, ground ball, hard ground ball to shortstop. And 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. And the Wardogs go down. They've scored runs in the first and the second inning, but not able to this inning. Which leaves the score still 2-0 in favor of the Wardogs, with the Oologah Mustangs coming up in the top half of the fourth inning. As I said earlier, tonight we're celebrating going to recognize the seniors tonight. That'll take place directly after this game is over with. They're going to do the ceremony at that point. And at that time, I'll turn it over to our public address announcer, and so he can announce who the seniors are and all their activities and things like that. But I know Coach Mercer appreciates these guys come out here and play. Some of them 3-4 years. Keep showing up each and every day, working hard to get better. It's always good to honor those kids who are able that do those types of things, stick around and stay with the program, and you know, being a senior, you know, whether you like it or not, you're a leader for some of those younger ones. I know Coach Mercer's really talked it up about this senior class, has done a really nice job of leading, some by example, some verbally and such. And we got the throw down to second base right there. And we're getting ready to start this top half of the fourth inning with the Wardogs still maintaining a 2-0 lead. Leading off for Oologah will be the top of the lineup, Uriah Hooks, number 8, who's the second baseman. He squares the bunt, lays down a nice bunt right there, and he's able to beat that out. That was just a nice bunt. So the leadoff, that's the first base runner from the Mustangs tonight off Sam Lillard. Bunt single. Now we've got Jet Griswold, a lefty, number 4, playing left field. Let's see if he's going to send him here. Chase does a really nice job behind home plate. We got a timeout. Nope, we got a balk call. I'm not sure exactly. I didn't see it. I was looking elsewhere whenever it happened. I think he may have flinched a little bit. Can't start and stop. Okay, so they've moved the runner. That advances the runner. Oh, and called strike on the inside corner right there. So we got strike 1. Squares the bunt. He gets it down. Going to Sam. Sam's going to throw to first. Oh, a little kind of slipped out of his hand, but Trevor's able to make the play on it regardless. So that's a sack right there. That moves the runner to third base with 1 out. So we've got the runner at third base with 1 out with a 3-hole. Landon Roach, the third baseman, coming up to hit. He'll be followed by Asher Streeter, the catcher. 1 out still. Ball up, ball 1. Foul ball. Straight back right there. That evens up the count of 1-1. A K right here would be nice. Get to the 2 out. Fouled it off for strike number 2. He's up in the count. Good position to be right now. Need to get this out right here and get 2 outs with a runner at third. Just so many things that can happen. Bad for the defense with the runner at third to allow them to score. Ooh, that was a little, that almost looked like that was right down the pipe. He must have thought that was a little high. So we got 2-2. And here we go, Sam with the pitch. A little up. That one was up. Full count. Full count on the 3-hole. Landon Roach. And here comes the pitch. Nice job by Sam Lillard. Ball was down and in. Nice location for the K. That's 2 outs. Now can't relax right here. We got 2 down. Certainly puts us in a better position right here. But we've got to figure out a way of getting Asher Streeter out right here for the 3rd out and escape that runner that's on 3rd. Definitely don't want to relax right here and think it's over with just because we got 2 outs. He's batting 4-hole for a reason, more than likely. Strike, led off with a strike on that outside corner. Nice pitch, nice call. Now ahead in the count right here. Fly ball to left. It looks like Rhett's going to be on that for out number 3. Hit that pretty well, but it was right to Rhett for out number 3. He escaped that one. That leaves the Wardogs still leading 2-0 going into the, bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th for the Wardogs. Rhett Howell will be leading off. Jackson Small will be on deck, and Cam Hurd will be in the hole. Crowd's really starting to fill up right here. It's, like I said, it's a 2-0 ball game. Wardogs got the lead on one of the better teams, one of the top teams in our district. Sam's done a nice job of mixing things up there on the mound, able to keep them off balance. The balls they have hit hard have been right to us. That's always a good sign. But we still got a lot of baseball to go here. It'd be nice if we could add some more runs here. I don't know what the pitch counts are for either pitcher. I'd say Sam is really probably less pitches than the Oologah pitcher by far. He's had 2 or 3 of those 5-6 pitch innings. The Oologah's been very aggressive on the first pitch. So here we go. Bottom half of the 4th inning right here. We're going to lead off here with Rhett Howell. Rhett got on last inning with a walk. First pitch to him this at bat, it's a strike. He was able to get a walk and was able to come around and went to second on a wild pitch, ground ball to third base. And they're able to make the play, 5-3. For out number 1, that brings up Jackson Small. He got walked last at bat.
Now batting number 8, Jackson Small.
And here we go with pitch number 1 versus Jackson. Ball 1. He almost went for it. He thought about it. That ball kind of slid right off the edge right there. Slow roller, third baseman's able to get there and make the play. Another out, 2 outs. Third baseman's made both plays here. That brings up Cam Hurd. Cam Hurd singled last at bat. I gave him a single. It was questionable, but I went ahead and gave him a single. I guess that's what you get when you're the hometown live stream announcer. But by the way, my book and my scoring is not the official one. Okay, here we go. Hopefully Cam can get on here and get us something started right here. Strike 1. Hey, Oologah pitcher really likes to work fast here. Just get the ball and throw it, get the ball and throw it. Not too much thinking involved in that way. You know, a lot of pitchers, they work at their own pace. That's all depending upon them, what their pace is and what they like to do. Two balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's been like 4 or 5 times he's really lost that ball down into the dirt. And ball 4. That puts Cam on. Now bring up Maddox Mercer
Now batting number 14,
with
Maddox
2
Mercer.
outs. 2 outs, up 2-0. Maddox Mercer last up, he got an RBI on a sac fly to right field. Hit it pretty well. Good cut right there. Missed it for strike 1. Ball up and in. Ball 1. 1-1's the count. Big play right there, and he's safe at first. 1-1 count. Cam Hurd on first. Still safe. Fly ball. I believe that's going to be foul back to the right here. That'll be strike 2 on Maddox. So 1-2 count here. Two. Wind's kind of blowing towards the right field. Out of the west. Nice hit there by Maddox Mercer. Single into left field. Hit that well. That puts runners at first and second. Still 2 outs. We got Trevor Henry up. And I believe we may be having a pitching change here by Oologah. For sure looks like we're going to get a new catcher. I don't know if the catcher is going to become the pitcher. I'm not sure. We'll see. But he's taking his gear off. Yeah, I believe the catcher is going to become the pitcher. I'll get the changes here in just a second for you. If we had advertising right now, it'd be the time that we would send it over to be for some advertising, but I'm going to sign off here for a second. I'll be right back when the action starts back up.
Now pitching for Oologah, number 15, Asher Strader. And now batting number 3, Trevor Henry.
Okay, back to action right here. The new pitcher for Oologah is Asher Streeter, who was the catcher to begin with. Pitch one's a little up. This is Trevor Henry hitting with runners at first and second with 2 outs. And evens the count up 1-1. As I said, new pitcher here, Wade Streeter, who had been doing the catching, is now doing the pitching. The new called timeout by Trevor Henry. The new catcher is Landon Roach, who was playing third base. And the pitcher that started the game off, he's now at shortstop, and the shortstop went to third. Got a ground ball, slow ground ball, shortstop. That's his first play after pitching. And then they hit a ball right to him. He makes the errant throw. It's going to be E6 right there. That brings top of the lineup up. That's Grant Blundell's going to lead off right here with 2 outs, bases loaded. Big hit right here, Grant. And here comes first pitch. Oh, off the plate there. He was really kind of slid right off the edge right there. Wasn't able to get anything on it. Pitch number 2. Same pitch. Looked like 0-2 count. If he's going to try to hit that pitch, he's going to have to try to hit that ball to right field, right center. Trying to get around it's not going to help him. And here comes the 0-2 pitch for out number 3. So that gets Oologah out of that mess. Again, that was Asher Streeter who was able to come in and get them out of that opportunity the Wardogs had. Bases loaded, 2 outs. So now we're going to have, in the top half of the 5th inning, Oologah going to bring to the plate. Looks like Maddox DeVilbus will lead it off. Wade Peters is on deck, and Carson Robertson's in the hole. And if there's any changes as we go, I'll try to make those changes as they come to the plate. It's kind of hard to see their numbers to where I can give you all those changes right now. As I said, being a Tuesday night right here, ball game after the Oologah last night. They had to travel to Oologah last night. Didn't come out very well for the Wardogs last night at Oologah. Oologah travels to Miami, and that's where we're at today. Hopefully the weather stays away and we're permitted and we can go ahead and play this weekend. We're supposed to play Dewey on Thursday. From the latest forecast, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. Maddox DeVilbus is going to lead it off. And he squares the bunt. He gets the bunt down just inside the line, and Chase is able to make that play. Nice job by Chase McCormick. For 1 out. Once again, Sam's doing a nice job getting a lot of first pitch outs. Okay, Wade Peters is up now. Wade Peters already has popped out to the first baseman last at bat. Check swing right there for strike 1. Wade was the starting pitcher to begin the game out for the Mustangs. Strike two. That caught the corner. That looked good from up here. I think that pitch looked good from anywhere. But Wade Peters. Good, hard. Oh, nice try there by Trevor Henry. But he gets through there. Does a nice job right there, hitting the ball back up through the middle. So that gets a runner on first base with one out. Carson Robertson.
Number 7, Carson Robertson.
He grounded out to the third baseman in his last at-bat, back in the third inning. See if the coach from Oologah will bunt him over. Now you're going to let him swing. Ball one. Ooh. Got away from him right there. Coach Mercer didn't like that one. He's going to come out and talk to him right now. That's a 2-0 count. That ball kind of got away from him right there. Went right over the top of his head. Coach Mercer may have just wanted to call timeout to go out there and kind of settle Sam down a little bit. Kind of bring him back down, change some momentum. Maybe tell a joke or two. Ooh, just missed inside. So that's a 3-0. He's got to fight back right here. Ball 4. Okay, runners at first and second with one out. Got Nader Osborne, number 14. Hopefully Nader don't hit a tater here. I just had to say that, sorry. Strike. Always a good first pitch strike. It's always a pitcher's friend. See if he'll bunt him over here. Nope. Oh, he about got that. We should get an out there. Maybe a double play. Nope, nope, nope. Good job by Sam Lillard right there to knock it down to where Trevor could get to it to make the play.
Now batting number 11, Hunter Moore.
So we got the runner at second right there with a force out by Trevor, unassisted. So we got 2 down. Runners at the corners. Hunter Moore, number 11. Hopefully Sam pitch out of this jam right here. Strike. Hunter last at bat flew out to the center fielder. Ball in. Crucial right here. It's the 5th inning, top 5. You got the top of the lineup coming in 6. You don't want them up here with some runners on. Need to get out of this. Hunter Moore is the 9 hole, so you'll start fresh on the 6th inning with the top of the lineup. You don't want to get the top of the lineup up with runners on if you can help it. Ground ball shortstop, and he's going to make the play. Yep, 6-3. Got out of another jam. That maintains the score 2-0 in favor of the Wardogs going in to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wardogs will be bringing up to the plate. Be Chase McCormick, Sam Lillard, and Tanner Searcy. Top of the lineup. Be back in just a second.
Now batting number 1, Chase McCormick.
Welcome back to Joe Pollack Field, Miami, Oklahoma. Bottom of the 5th inning here. Wardogs up 2-0 against Oologah. Chase McCormick's going to lead us off. Strike 1. New pitcher for the Oologah. They switched last inning to get out of a jam. Asher Streeter, who was the catcher. And Chase grounds out to the second baseman for out number 1. Sam Lillard.
Now batting number 4, Sam Lillard.
Hopefully Sam get us started right here. Ball in. Ball 2. Pitch number 3 on its way, fouled it off. Went into the dugout. They're scattering over there. 2-1 count. Ground ball shortstop. Oh, right through the wickets. Right between his legs right there. We got underneath his glove right there. 3-6. So that puts Sam at first base with 1 out. Tanner Searcy coming up. And we're going to have Tristan Hardcastle is going to come in and courtesy run for Sam Lillard.
Now batting number 30, Tanner Searcy.
So we got right here, let me get you set here. We got runner on first base, courtesy runner, Tristan Hardcastle. Tanner Searcy, 4 holes up. We got 1 out. Wardogs up 2-0. Ball gets away from the catcher, and looks like Tristan's going to go to second. Wild pitch, looked like to me. Tanner fouls it off. This will be a good time for Tanner. Get something here with a runner in scoring position when you tack onto that lead. Ground ball up towards the middle. Shortstop's able to make the play and gets him, but that forces the runner to go to third base. 2 outs. That brings up Brett Howe. He walked back in the second and grounded out to the third baseman in the fourth. We got a runner at third. 2 outs. Burner was able to advance on that ground ball by Tanner Searcy. Piled straight back by Rhett for strike 1. Counts 0-1 on Rhett right here. Ball down and in. Evens up the count. So far the Wardogs have out-hit the Mustangs 4-3. That was a called strike. 1-2 here. Anything close here? Swing and a miss for out number 3. That ends the inning right there, and the threat with the Wardogs still leading 2-0 going in the top half of the 6th. And that'll be the top of the lineup for the Mustangs. This will be a very big inning for the Wardogs right here. Try to get a 3-up, 3-down right here. Just don't score. Don't let them score right here. It'd be very crucial if we can get through this inning and maintain that lead when we go into the 7th with a lead and them at the bottom of the lineup. We'll soon see what's going to happen here.
Now batting number 8, Uriah Hooks.
And we're back to action here. Uriah Hooks going to lead off here for the Oologah Mustangs in this top half of the 6th. First pitch up. Ball 1. Uriah got on with a bunt single last at bat. Back in the first, he flew out to the center fielder. We have 1-1 count now. That last one was a called strike. Good pitch by Sam Lillard right there to go up 1-2. Definitely don't want to throw anything in the middle of the plate here, being up 1-2. Try to see if he'll fish for something here off the plate. Didn't do it. That was close. 2-2 count. That was a good pitch by Sam right there. Ball up and away. Now the count's full. And ball away, ball 4. That one pitch was pretty questionable right there. That could have made things go a whole lot differently at that at-bat. So now Oologah's got their leadoff runner on. That brings up Jet Griswold, the left fielder, number 4. He had a sacrifice last inning and a single back in the first inning. And so far, we haven't had many runners for either Miami or Oologah. With Uriah over there, we may see our first runner. Chase has done a nice job behind the plate there, throwing out runners all year. Ground ball to third base. He bobbles it and can't get it. Can't get it. So that's going to go down as an E5 there. So now we got runners at first and second. Nobody out in the 3-hole. Landon Roach is up. Coach Mercer's going to go out and have a visit here with Sam. Not sure if he'll stick with him or what he'll do. It's kind of getting late in the 6th inning. I'm not sure what his pitch count is. Should be low. He's had 2 or 3 nice 5-6 pitch innings. We'll see what he's got going on here, what he decides to do. While he's doing this, I'm going to sign off. I'll be right back. Back to action here. Landon Roach. Nobody out. Ope squares the bunt. Ball's up and away. Not able to bunt that. Looks like Oologah coach is going to try to bunt him over here. Get him in second and third. And he fouls it straight back. 1-1 count. Looks like Coach Mercer just went out and kind of talk about things and make sure that we all know what to do with the ball before we see it to us and decide what we're going to try to do here. Now that we know they're going to bunt, he's kind of tuned up his defense where he's got the first baseman in, because more than likely they'll try to bunt it to the right side. He's up in the front of the box. He's going to be trying to bunt it right here, and Tanner Sears is right on top of him. Oh, ball got away from Chase right there. Now they're going to take it off. They won't have to bunt him over now. Tough break. Tough break by the Wardogs right there. So we got nobody out. Runners at second and third on the wild pitch. Sam's really going to have to make some of the best pitches he's made all night long right here, this situation. Strike. Called. That puts the count at 2-2. Ball in. Almost hit him. So we got a full count here. Runners at second, third, full count, no outs. Top half 6. Wardogs up 2-0. Oh, ball 4. Almost hit him again. So now we got bases loaded. Bases loaded, no out. Asher Streeter, who's doing the pitching now, who started off as the catcher. He comes up. He lined out to left field, hit it pretty well in the second. In the fourth, he flew out to the left fielder, so there's a definite tendency there. He's hitting it to the left side. Nice job by starting off with the first pitch strike right here. Little comebacker here to the pitcher, and maybe get a double play would be nice. Still may get a double play right there. We get it? Yep. 4-6-3, double play. That did allow a run to score, but that's only one run, and because of the double play, that gives him 2 outs. Runners, yep. One and one on Maddox DeVilbus. Maddox DeVilbus. 2 down. Looks like Chase setting up on the outer half. Fly ball to center field. He's running a long ways. He's not going to be able to make the play. That's going to be a double. He looks like he's rounded to go 3. And the relay, I believe we're going to get him. If we make the play. Yep, got him. But they were able to score the tying run before that was to happen. But we're able to get him at third base right there to keep him out of scoring position to end the inning. Now we've got a tie ball game. 2-2. I knew that was going to be a crucial inning. I was hoping we'd be able to get through it without giving up any. That double right there was the nail. So that brings the Wardogs up. Bottom of the 6th inning. We got Jackson Small, Cam Hurd, and Maddox Mercer. Sounds like some runs to me. Well, we hope. So many times in baseball or softball or whatever it is, it's that 1 inning. If you can avoid those 1 innings, a lot of ball games go in your favor without those 1 innings. So hopefully we can get the lead off here on. Maybe bunt him over and get a timely hit. Need to tack on a run right here. This is the bottom of the 6th inning. So if we could get the lead here, all we need to do is get 3 outs. Oologah, and we could get us a win here. First pitch strike on Jackson. Back in the 2nd inning, Jackson had a sac fly. Then in the 4th, he grounded out to third base. 3rd at bat, fouls off that 2nd one there. So now he's down 0-2. Curveball, hits it right back up the middle like what he's supposed to. Third base, shortstop, made the play. Nice play by the shortstop. I thought that was going to find a hole right there and get through, but shortstop made a nice play and throw on that. So we got 1 down. That brings up Cam Hurd. Ball up and away. Ball 1. Ground ball back up the middle. Shortstop again. He's not able to handle this one. 3-6. I believe that's his 2nd error of the game. That puts the lead on, or puts Cam first with 1 out. Maddox Mercer's up. Maddox has hit the ball hard twice today. Hopefully he continues that. Called time before that pitch, so that was no pitch. Really paying close attention over there to Cam Hurd. Which would be pretty tempting, Coach Mercer, to try to swipe a base right here. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Had a nice swing at it right there, just not able to make any connection. Squares him to bunt. And a pickoff play at first, and he's safe at first. I'm not sure what he called there. I think he called a ball. So it's 1-1 count. See if he squares him again here. Hits the ball right center field. Able to make the play right there for out number 2. That brings up Trevor Henry.
Now batting number 3, Trevor Henry.
So far in the game, Trevor is back in the second. He got a bunt single. Then E6 back in the 4th. And this is his 3rd at-bat. Ball 1, catcher can't find it. That's going to let Cam go to second. Ball 1 on the hitter, Trevor Henry. And we're going to have number
Running for the Wardogs, number 21, Tristan Hardcastle.
Tristan Hardcastle is going to run for Cam Hurd. I'm just going to venture to say Tristan runs pretty well. So he's got him in there in scoring position right now. Hopefully we get a single here or something, and he's going to be off on the contact because there's 2 outs. Gives him a better chance to score. Need to get us a run here. Ball up and away. Two balls, no strikes. Lead off is next up at bat. Ball gets away from the catcher again. So that Tristan ends up going to third. And that's also ball 3. So it's 3-0 count on Trevor Henry. Tristan Hardcastle, who's running for Cam Hurd, goes to third base. We got a runner at third base with 2 outs. And Trevor Henry gets walked. That brings up the top of the lineup. Grant Blundell. And back in the first, Grant singled. In the second, grounded out to the pitcher. In the third, he struck out swinging. This is his 4th at-bat. Be big time right here if he's able to get a hit here. You know, the old saying, hit them where they ain't. So if we can find something off the handle, off the end of the bat, it don't matter. Just hit it someplace where they can't field it. That's what you call timely hitting. Well, you have timely opportunity right here. And here comes the first pitch. He's going to do the pickoff play. They're going to make sure that runner first stays close. Excuse me, folks, on that kind of clear my throat. Chase the pitch up and away for strike one. And there goes the runner early. Sent the runner early, trying to get them to throw it to second base and have Tristan Hardcastle steal home. That's the play. It didn't go as planned because they didn't throw it to second. They tried to throw to third. So now Blundell's hitting away. He fouls it off to the right side. That's strike number 2. But now we got runners at second and third. Got Tristan Hardcastle, who's running for Cam Hurd. He's at third. Trevor Henry is at second. And once again, we got an 0-2 count on Grant with 2 outs here. Big hit right here, Grant. Wardogs have led for most of the game. The Oologah Mustangs fought back last inning, scored 2 to tie it up. Ground ball to the right side, and they're able to make the play, and that gets them out of the jam. For out number 3, that leaves the score at 2-2. Goes into the top of the 7th inning for Oologah. That's going to be the bottom part of the order. We got Wade Peters, then Carson Robertson, and Nader Osborne. I'll be right back in just a minute.
Now batting number 16, Wade Peters.
Wade Peters up, number 16. Squares the bunt, fake bunt for strike 1. Looks like the coach is having him take. Got to get a runner on. Had him take the first pitch. Fouls off the second one. He's behind now, 0-2. Definitely don't want to get the leadoff hitter on. Ball up and away. Trying to get him to fish for that one. Wade so far tonight has popped out to the first baseman back in the second. singled last at bat up the middle. And strike 3 for out number 1. Big out there. Carson Robertson.
Now batting number 7, Carson Robertson.
Carson hit to the third baseman back in the 3rd and walked back in the 5th. First pitch strike. Pitcher's best friend. Ball a little bit too far outside. Close. Good idea right there. He almost got him to go for it. Foul tip for strike 2. 2-2. 1 out. Top 7. Struck him out. Nice job by Sam Lillard right there. Pitch up and in a little bit and got him to go for it. That brings up Nader Osborne, DH. Nope, we got a new hitter. Be number 1. He's going to report him in here. Number 1 is Caden Fisher, who's been the shortstop. He's been DH for most of the game, but now he's going to let him hit. Caden Fisher. First at bat. Pitch 1, strike 1 called. Another one. 0-2 count right here. Nothing in the middle here. Oh, tried for it again. He barely missed on that one. That makes count 1 and 2. I think that one might just have been, a few millimeters too high. Struck him out. Struck out the side by Sam Lillard here in the top half of the 7th. That brings up the Wardogs in the bottom of the 7th inning here, tied up 2-2. That brings up Chase McCormick, 2-hole, Sam Lillard, 3-hole, and Tanner Searcy, 4-hole for the Wardogs. We score a run here, it ends the game. Otherwise, it's extra innings. And that's definitely what you want. You want the top of your lineup, the most offensive part of your lineup. They've been relatively quiet all game. This would be the time for them to come out right here. So far tonight, Chase McCormick's had a sacrifice bunt back in the 1st, grounded out the 2nd in the 3rd, grounded out the 2nd in the 5th. So he's due. As I said earlier, after this game is over, we'll have senior night activities. I'm going to honor and recognize those 5 senior young men who've stuck around here and played for Coach Mercer for these years. It's always great to have those type of kids that stick around and do it, and willing to work hard, and be a good time for senior night if we could bust out here and get us a win here in a dramatic fashion right here, being the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 2. And here we go. Pitch number 1. Fly ball to right field. It's going to be a tweener, and it drops. It drops down. I knew that was going to be tough from the word go. Anytime those balls are hit in between the outfield and infield, there has to be a lot of communication right there. So, see what coach is going to do right here. Is he going to bunt his 3-hole to bunt him over to second? Hope the 4th and 5th hole can get him drove in, or is he going to let him swing away? They're going to make sure he doesn't steal second base. That would be a bold, aggressive move here, Coach Mercer, if he was to decide to do that. Strike 1. 0-1 on Sam. Fly ball to right field. This one's a little deeper, a little higher. And he makes the play for out number 1. That brings up Tanner Searcy.
Now batting number 30, Tanner Searcy.
Cade in the 1st, hit into a double play in the 3rd, and grounded out to the shortstop back in the 5th. All that can be erased by a big hit here. Squares him to bunt. He offered to bunt, so it's going to be strike 1. I'm not sure that he was supposed to bunt by the reaction from Coach Mercer, but no way of knowing. He's got him squared. He's in the front of the box here. Defense is shifted, and he tried to bunt it again. 4, strike number 2. Those pitches are away. He's going to have to rotate his body a little bit and just push it towards the second base side. And instead of trying to get it around it and bunt it down the 3rd baseline, he's got him to square with 2 strikes here. And he tried to bunt that pitch. It was way off the plate. Way off the plate. 4, strike 3. 2 outs. That brings up Rhett Howe. Got a timeout called by the hitter, Rhett Howe.
Now batting number 15, Rhett Howe.
So that pitch didn't count. He called timeout before it happened. Ball's down for ball 1 on Rhett Howe. Rhett's walked, grounded out to 3rd base, and struck out in the 5th. Trying to hold Chase close here. Don't want to allow him to get into scoring position, and then he scores on any hit. Rhett did not go on that pitch for ball 2. Tried to pick off the runner at first, was not able to. So that leaves Chase McCormick at first base, 2 outs. Rhett Howe up 2-0 on the count. Foul ball, is that going to get out of play? May be playable. Oh, couldn't make the play. So he's still alive. So that's strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's fortunate by the Wardogs right there. That ball was definitely playable. Caught that corner at the knees. That's 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. It's going to be foul ball. Keep battling in there, Rhett. So it's 2-2 count still. 2 outs. Chase still at first base right here. Bottom 7. Score 2-2. Coach Mercer going through his signs. Gives him the sign here. I think I read that sign. I think it's a double in the gap. I think that's what he called. Let's see what happens here. Foul ball. Keep fighting up there, Rhett. Rhett's doing a nice job right there fighting off those pitches. See what Coach Mercer's going to give a sign here. I didn't catch that sign. I don't think that's a double in the gap. And another timeout. Looks like he had the runner going to second. But he calls timeout before the pitch. Pick. No good. Well, they sent Chase. Coach Mercer sent Chase last pitch, so they think he's going to do it again. We'll see right here. Regardless, we're going to need something good out of Rhett here. Oh, ball gets away from the catcher on a pass ball right there, and that's a break for the Wardogs. That puts him in scoring position now. Just a basic single or whatever gives us a good chance to score. But there again, Brett's going to have to come through right here. Off the handle towards second base. He drops it. He drops it. Here comes Chase McCormick. Here he comes at home plate. He's going to score. Woo! And the Wardogs pull it off in the bottom of the 7th inning right here on senior night. Great win against one of the top teams in the district, Oologah Mustangs. Great effort. The Wardogs played great ball all day long. Led for most of the game, and they let them get back in it there in that 1 inning where they scored 2 and tied it up, but they were able to come back and get the win in the bottom of the 7th inning. A great ball game on senior night. Sam Lillard went the distance and did a very, very nice job. Not sure what his pitch count was, but I'm sure it was probably pretty low. But well, I'm going to sign off here. I will see you again on April the 29th versus the Quapaw Wildcats here. Hopefully the weather permits us to. But I'm going to get off here, and they're going to have the senior night activities coming up. And so I'm going to sign off, and when we come back on the air, the senior night activities will begin. And I will be gone. I will be back here versus that Quapaw Wildcats on the 29th. So I appreciate it, and thank you all for listening tonight, and go Dogs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Wardog Baseball Senior Night. Tonight, we're here to celebrate 5 amazing young men who have truly earned their spot on this field through hard work and dedication, both in the classroom and on the baseball diamond. As we spotlight each of them, I'll share some words from Coach Mercer that highlight their unique contributions and character. Let's kick things off with Jaden Airy. For 4 fantastic years, Jaden has been a member of the MHS baseball team. His hard work is unmatched, especially in the batting cage where he puts in countless hours working on his swing. Known as DT for his bold base stealing attempts, Jaden is a fantastic teammate who brings joy to our program. Looking ahead, he plans to pursue the auto collision program at Northeastern Votech this fall. Please join me in honoring Jaden Airy alongside his proud parents, Shannon and Tori Airy. Okay. Hey, what was Tanner's mother's name? Is she here? Is she here? Next up is Tanner Searcy, who has been an incredible asset to our team for the past 4 years. Tanner's been a reliable pitcher, throwing countless innings and delivering crucial hits throughout his time here with us. We look forward to several more hits as we finish up this year and head into the postseason. This year he's gone the extra mile, helping maintain our field during 6th hour, which has been a huge help. After graduation, Tanner is looking to start his career in the lawn care industry. He's here tonight with his dad, Michael Frohmeyer. Let's give him a round of applause for Tanner. Trina? Okay. Now let's recognize Jackson Small. 4-year starter in various positions, Jackson is the definition of a team player. Just last weekend, he received the Great Teammate Award at the 2025 Mickey Mantle Tournament, an honor he absolutely deserves. Jackson has consistently stepped up when it counted, and we're excited to see him shine in this last stretch of the season. He's set to attend OSU this fall to pursue a degree in business and is joined tonight by his proud parents, Justin Small and Trina Bond. Let's hear it for Jackson. Next, we celebrate the winning pitcher for the evening, Sam Lillard. Sam has been a standout player and a 4-year starter. He leads our teams in RBIs and is a fierce competitor who shows up every day ready to work. Sam has pitched in critical games, earning the trust of his teammates and coaches. As we enter the final home stretch of his senior year, we are excited to watch him shine on the field and even more excited to have him back on the mound. He plans to attend NEO this fall and play football for the Golden Norsemen. Sam is here with his proud parents, Rich and Heather Lillard. Let's give it up for Sam. Finally, we have the privilege of honoring Chase McCormick. As a dedicated 4-year starter at catcher, Chase has been a constant force, hitting at the top of our lineup. His toughness is remarkable. Despite facing injuries, Chase gives it his all on every single pitch of every single game without complaint. He is truly the anchor of our team. After graduation, he hopes to attend the RFO program at Clarendon College in Texas this fall. He's here with his parents, Seth and Miranda McCormick. Let's show some love for Chase. As we take a moment to reflect on this occasion, I just want to say how grateful I am for these seniors. Many of them I've had a pleasure of coaching since they were little kids. They truly exemplify dedication, perseverance, and team spirit. Their success is a result of the unwavering support from their parents, who've allowed me to challenge and push them to get the most out of them. I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of them. They will be missed, not just by the Wardog baseball program, but by me personally. Thank you for all the memorable journeys together. Let's give one last round of applause for our seniors. Hey, you can kill this, Mike. Is this thing off?
Once again, if you could give a round of applause for our 2025 seniors.